All right, good morning, agents. This is Kevin Lauren. I'm the Director of Training and Marketing here. And today we are going to go through a whole bunch of good things to turn a single listing into multiple transactions and hopefully tons of business for you. So this would be a great one to take some notes on. This morning, we're not going to be joined by Cameron Alley from Clearview Mortgage and Bill Seitz, the corporate broker. They are a little busy this morning taking care of a couple things. So we're going to go kind of straight into our presentation today, which would be great. But before we get into the presentation, I do want to bring up the 10-year treasury that Cameron always pulls up because it is a great thing for us to constantly be looking at this. I suggest you guys bookmark this. Doesn't matter who or what site you follow this. We happen to be on CNBC, but it looks like the 10-year treasury has come back down. So last week or not last week, but the week before, we were looking at it, and Cameron was speculating that things should be coming down. Of course, he doesn't know, but he's got a pretty good pulse on what's happening. So the 10-year has come down quite a bit in the last week or so, which is great. So that normally means lowering interest rates, but for a complete analysis of what's going on, of course, you can contact Cameron Alley from Clearview Mortgage. His contact information is always on the replays as I send those out. So don't hesitate to contact Cameron about anything mortgage related, and obviously pre-quals, cross-quals, all that good stuff. So getting into today's presentation, I'm going to switch gears real quick here, and I'm going to pull up my graphic that I've created for you guys today. And of course, this graphic will be in the replay. Okay, so when we have a listing, and of course, some of you are lucky enough to have great listings right now, but when we do get a listing, that is kind of our time to shine, right? And it's an opportunity for us to get more business from that single listing. So it's really important for us to take these listings seriously. And, even if it's a lower price point, I think it's important, especially in this market, to treat it as though it is a higher price point listing. So, congratulations, you did it, you got the listing, but now we have to use that, and we have to create some additional business from that listing. It's a perfect opportunity to do it. So there's 4 basic stages in the listing process, and each of these different stages, they offer unique opportunities to make both the listing and to market both the listing and yourself. So we're doing 2 things with these listings. We are making sure that we are, pushing our information, we're pushing our business, and we're pushing the information about the specific listing, but we're also marketing ourselves. So really, really great that we have this opportunity to do both of those things. We're going to sell that property, but we're also going to be kind of showcasing our business and showcasing what we do. So 2 very, very important things. And Andrew, sorry guys, 1 second. I do have, it looks like I've got Andrew Leon from Solar Reps on the line, but I can't find you. I wanted to bring you on real quick, Andrew. So maybe I'll bring you on at the end of the presentation. For some reason, I can't find you in my list to make you a panelist. So I will look for you in, I know I see that you're here. For some reason, it's not showing up in my list. So we'll see if we can troubleshoot that in a little bit here, Andrew. Appreciate your patience. So these listings, they have, it's just a great opportunity for us to get some more business. So stage 1 in this, the 4 stages of, marketing a listing is the marketing strategies for pre-listing. So before we actually get that listing, up on the MLS, it's all live. this is a great idea or a great opportunity for us to create a little bit of buzz about our new listing. So great way to do that is to create a coming soon video and post that on social media. So super easy to take these videos using your iPhone and then pull that media or pull those video clips into the Canva system and create your videos. And so easy thing to do is just take a real quick down and dirty iPhone photo, just kind of drive some, get some buzz and create this little coming soon video. And you can post that on social media. And so here's a little basic script outline that you can use for your video. I can't wait to share details about my listing that will be coming to market as soon as blah, 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 whenever it actually is going to be put up on the MLS. If you or someone you know is looking for a 3-bedroom or, whatever the specs are with a pool or whatever the, attributes are on the west side of town, message me to be one of the first people to receive the details once they are available. So you're creating this kind of buzz. You're hey, you're getting on the ground floor. This isn't even really going to, on the market yet. So if you can post that kind of thing on social media, and you can, kind of get that information out there, well, that's going to help you out. And it's also going to get you maybe in contact with some people that you haven't spoken to in a while, or you've never spoken to. So great next idea is to do some circle prospecting to the neighbors. So what is circle prospecting? That is calling people in the farm adjacent to that listing. So you want people to understand that, hey, this property is going on the market. You want to be able to get them some kind of some pre-information before this thing hits the market. So here's another little script for that kind of a phone call that you can make. So, hey, this is Kevin Lauren. I'm with Alta, and I'm calling the neighbors near my listing here to let you all know that we're about to list this home for sale. We want to make sure the neighbors have this information first, and then you have the opportunity to choose your new neighbor in case you have a family member or friend who might be interested in buying a home in your neighborhood. A perfectly good thing to tell someone, perfectly good information to provide to people in the neighborhood. So this is a good little courtesy call, right? And, of course, you want to make sure that you're not calling people on the do not call list. So make sure that you're cross-referencing that, so you're not bothering people that are just not wanting to be called. So that's a good idea. And if the home doesn't come up during your conversation, a great closing line is, we anticipate a lot of activity on this home. I'd be the worst real estate agent in the world if I didn't at least ask if there is a price where you would consider selling your home, right? And I think I spoke about this a couple of weeks ago, that I get, calls quite frequently from realtors and, from, local realtors that are looking to see if I want to sell my home. I don't, but, good for them. And then door knocking the neighborhood about the coming soon listing is also a great idea, right? So we have this circle prospecting by phone and door knocking, and just making sure that everybody in the neighborhood knows that this is happening. And if you have a flyer on you, if you have a client welcome kit with you, hey, those are all great things. So good ways to augment what you're already doing and to get your name out there to the people in the community. They might not know you yet. And while you're doing that, of course, you're building rapport and you're meeting homeowners. These are all potential listing people, right? So they might not want to sell their home now, but if you continue to keep these people in the farm, you continue to be top of mind, then they may come to you when it's time to sell their home. Number 4 here is send a coming soon teaser video to everybody in your database. Right? Everybody on the call should have a database of past clients, family members, people in their sphere of influence. So really a great idea to send out that little video that we talked about, a little teaser video to everybody in the database. Super easy. You also are going to want to call all the people on your hot prospect list, right? People that you've talked to that are looking for, a property just to buy. Hey, this just came up. That's a for sure phone call that needs to be made, right? So, and I've got a couple of comments in the chat. Let's see. Hook point, the location callback invocation occurs during operation server processing. Katya, I'm not sure what that means, but if you could elaborate, I'm glad to go over that with you. So the next stage is that you're going to be doing this marketing when the listing is active. So you have all these little activities that we just discussed that are the pre-listing activities. Now the listing goes active. So boom, this is the real big time to, get this information out there. So number 6, social media posts announcing your new listing. Of course, we want to blow that out to everybody on social media. We want to do a just listed postcard as well, right? So when we do that social media announcement, we want to have a link to our single property website. Obviously, we want to have a single property website for our listings. And so when we do that social media post, we want to link to that. And so that way people can get all the information and they can see our awesome single property websites from our agent marketing system. So yes, just listed postcards, super key. Host an open house. Absolutely. This is another opportunity for us to meet the people in the neighborhood, meet the people who are looking to buy homes. Maybe this one isn't the home for somebody, but you might meet some buyers and you might, start to work with those buyers on other homes that are not your listings. So super, super easy to, create those open houses and work those open houses. Be on site, talk to the people. Remember, 2 weeks ago, we read a stat where it says 50 conversations about real estate leads to roughly 1 deal. So these are, these count towards those conversations, right? Door knocking with an invitation to the open house. Absolutely. Okay. You door knocked the neighborhood and said, hey, this just came on the market. Now you want to make sure everybody in the neighborhood knows that we have an open house. Come on over, And again, you can, be armed with a brochure and or a client welcome kit. And you can let these neighbors know this is what's happening. Circle prospecting phone calls about the open house. Same thing. Make sure that they know. Everybody in the neighborhood, everybody in the local area should know about this open house. And here's an example of a script that can be used, either doing the door knocking or just making a phone call. So this is Kevin Lauren with Alta Realty Group. We just listed your neighbor's home at 329 Main, and we're hosting an open house this Saturday from 11 to 1. We anticipate a big turnout, so we wanted to let the neighbors know that we'll be at the home 10 a.m. prior, a little sneak peek, if any neighbors would like to see the home and avoid the crowd. So we hope you can see you on Saturday, right? Little sneak peek for the local neighbors. Number 11 is you can create a behind the scenes social media content of the open house. So maybe you could do some filming of preparing for the open house. Maybe you do a video of you putting up the signs in the neighborhood, a video of you showing the house during the open house, right? Or a video of going over the results of the open house. So there's a lot of different little things that you can create, little video content pieces, and you can put those out on social media. 12 short form video of the home for Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. Absolutely. These little, what's are being called short form videos, they're the most viewed type of content right now. So then these are really quick, 15 to 30 second videos. They're little teasers. They're just perfect for Instagram, YouTube Shorts, YouTube Stories. And so that's something that really, really is powerful right now. And so take advantage of that. Post these little quick short form videos. and tease, other videos, tease, other information. And, that way you kind of kick the can down the road. 14 is post on local Facebook buy-seller trade groups. These are huge. People check this stuff out all the time. That and Nextdoor is another good one. So, take advantage of these free resources that social media provides and get that information all over the place, right? We, as agents, we don't want to be secret agents. And as people with, as realtors with listings, we don't want our listings to be secret listings. We got to blast this out to everybody. Take advantage of your real estate sign. Yes, so everybody on this call that is part of our program 2 and has the agent marketing system, we are able to create QR codes and or text codes that we put on our for sale signs so people can get all the information. Now, the important thing about our little text code that we have access to is if somebody utilizes that text code. And so the way that works again is we create a physical sign writer that says something like, Kevin sells, text the word Kevin sells to 79564 to get all the information about this property, right? So if somebody does that, their phone number goes into our CRM system in our agent marketing system. So now we can communicate with them. So we're really using our real estate signs, our for sale signs, as a way to do lead generation. And so really great way to collect people's information. And it's a great thing to mention to your sellers in your listing presentation. Let them know that you're going to be using this kind of high tech stuff to find buyers. So that's something that we always talk about, is taking advantage of our real estate signs. Instagram story with link to the property details, of course. Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. We want to make sure that we have the ability to put that stuff out on Instagram, link to our single property real estate websites, all that good stuff. Short form video stories of a specific room or amenity of a listing. So say you have a horse property or a property with something specific that's really cool or unique to that property. You could do a little video short of just that little amenity and just tease the rest of the house and say, hey, this is the backyard with this amazing pool and this, chimney and all this really cool stuff. So maybe that is just a specific amenity that you would feature in a short, little video short. So that's a really great idea. And the cool thing about these little video shorts is you can do multiple videos for the same listing, and you get a lot of bang and a lot of coverage for that one listing, professional long form video on social media tagging sellers. Yeah. So also you can create a 1 to 2 minute video that really goes through, the entire, listing, but you can tag sellers in this. And so when you put it out there, you can tag people that, are selling their home, or you can also tag, people that, are on your buyers list. So really, really cool. So the next segment of marketing would be marketing strategies while the house is pending. So once you're under contract, you want to let everybody know that, hey, now it's under contract. It's just another way to, reach out and to have a reason to contact someone, have a reason to post something. So this is a really cool thing, is, doing all these specific little marketing things while the property's in contract. Send out another postcard, right? Host a going away party for the sellers. That's a great little deal. Doesn't always happen, and sometimes, that's not appropriate, but certain relationships that you have with certain buyers and sellers, or for certain sellers, that is going to be appropriate, and it will be, a thoughtful thing that you do. And again, you're creating an event where you're able to talk to people. So we're just constantly trying to get in front of additional people to get additional transactions from this particular listing. So then the last stage is once you've, closed this, you've sold it. Now we got a whole bunch of other great things that we can do. We can send out the just sold postcard, of course. We can also, request and share testimonials. So if you've done a great job and you know it, and the sellers, are constantly praising you, say, hey, would you mind writing me a quick testimonial? And allowing them an easy way to write a testimonial is really the best practice. So we've gone over how to create your Google business page for your real estate business. And on that Google business page, there's an area where we can share, or we can, invite our sellers and our, any buyers to leave us a review. How was your, experience with me? And so creating that, that system where you're able to request those reviews, put those reviews on your Google listing, that goes a long way. And then you can use those reviews in social media posts. You can say, hey, this is what, the Johnsons said about my services. And people are animals, right? We're all animals, and we all, we really want to see if other people had a good experience. And we live in this little blurb right here is really true. Tom Ferry says, we live in the review economy, right? So before we go to a restaurant that we've never been to, if we're in a town that we've never been to, and we're going to look for hotels, we're always looking for reviews. Everybody, wants to see it. That others have had a either positive or negative experience with this business. So, sharing those testimonials, that also gets us business, and that will allow us to, create situations where we're going to get multiple transactions because somebody else saw that, these other people had a great experience with me as a realtor. So those are some really, really great things for us to think about. And if anybody has any comments or any experiences like that, they can put that in the chat. But let me see if I can bring on Andrew Leon from Solar Reps. It's so interesting. I just can't find his name in my list. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see a way that I can bring him on. But just want to remind everybody that we do have the solar program. And so agents that refer their clients to Andrew in the Solar Reps program, they get $2,500 as a referral fee. So we have a lot of agents that have been taking advantage of that. And so right now, when business is tough, it's a great way to augment our revenues by offering this system to our clients. And a lot of people are interested in solar. A lot of people that haven't gone solar yet, they are, wondering how they can jump on the bandwagon. So Andrew Leon is a perfect person for you guys to contact. I'll make sure that his information is on the replay when I send that out. And he is a really, really good, person to bounce off any of that information. So Candace, let's see, Andrew's contact info in lieu. Let's see. All you have to do is go to Solar Reps. Let me just pull his information up for you guys. So we've probably got, 15 or 20 agents that are starting to work with the solar program. So that's been fantastic. And let me just get this up for you guys. And I'm so sorry, Andrew, that I wasn't able to pull you up onto the webinar today, but that's just the way it goes. We'll have to troubleshoot that for next week's webinar. But yeah, so look for that. I can't pull it up right this second, but look for that information. in the replay when I send it out. And please take advantage of Andrew's services. He's fantastic. Andrew, maybe you could just put in the chat, just go ahead and just put your phone number in there. There you go. Awesome. And so 949-929-5371. That's Andrew Leone. So make sure you contact him for any of your solar needs. And info@solarreps.energy. That is also a way to get a hold of them as well. So agents, get out there, make it a great week. Thank you so much for being on the webinar this week, and we will see you all on the webinar next week. Have a great week.